What's up, guys? Can you hear me? People. I tried join the other. What does that mean? Hey, Mouse. What's up, Sage? Hey, Sage. Sage News in the house. I'm going to run our video tomorrow, brother. I had 12 people. Now I got 9. Somebody say something. Hit me with a comment. Man, is it not working again? Where's everyone from? I'm in NorCal. All right, good. Hit comment. Can you hear me? Say yes. Hashtag the fringe. It's working. All right. Cool. So, have been getting some heat about my lathe not being used. People in the comments, you ain't moved that lathe. You didn't turn nothing. Hello from PCB. It's working. All right, guys. Cool. I'm glad everybody's here. Hey, Miss Mary. Stacy Taylor, she's here. Just so you know, this is Vega protein mixed with whole milk, and it is freaking awesome. No, I'm not vegan, but I like their protein. All right. So I'm getting some questions about the IRA. My wife has been busy as a bee in a tar bucket. She is working nonstop, helping people get into the roll their IRA and 401k over into precious metals. Turns out it's a big thing. Nobody knows about it, but I'm going to let everybody know about it because I think it's an awesome idea. DS, talk to Stacy. Yeah, just call Stacy. If you can see her number. The prepared gardening. Well, did you turn something? I turned some bushings for my gym rat. I don't get time to use it much. I just use it when I need it, and it's usually for small projects. But when I do need it, it's there. I got a super chat. James. Thanks, James P. Gave me a thumbs up. Thanks, brother. It looks like a pear. I appreciate that, guys. Neil, moonshine shake. No, there's no moonshine in this, but it probably tastes a little better. I'd have a lot more energy. Hello from Queen Creek, Arizona. White Russian. It's a brown Russian. Very nice. Jill Brock. Got a letter from our energy provider here in Ohio. They are upping the charge from 6 cents per kilowatt hour to 10 cents. Whoa! Holy smokes, man. That's bad. Gee whiz. Yeah, I appreciate it, James. Energy, me and Sage did a video on this yesterday. I'm going to run it in the morning. Energy is going nuts. All types of energy. It doesn't matter if it's diesel, which is killing me, by the way. It's costing me $7.50 to pick my helper up in the morning. That's nut. That's even before I start to work. Now, luckily for now, it's on the way. But when it's out of the way, you know, that's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna pick him up anyway, but I can't imagine the people it's hurting. You should see what our coop charges us here. What do you mean? Can't wait for solar project to complete. Our coop, okay. Texas is about 14 cents a kilowatt. Man, energy's getting ridiculous. Is anybody in here impressed with solar panels? I've been thinking about putting them in my shop. Y'all have any gold and silver questions? Roth 401k, IRA, roll it into gold and silver questions, anything like that. We're going to get into all kind of stuff. Hopefully, I like to roll with the comments and see what you guys are into, and we just kind of go with it. Anything you want to announce, anything that's happened at the store, any kind of food shortages. It's all about the community here. This isn't me trying to be the almighty and tell you what's going to happen and make predictions. I've been talking to people all day that's in these comments, and they're just good people. They're good, solid people that are muddling through the Thunderdome together. We're trying to figure this out together. So you got it. Send it. And if you're scared to comment, get in there and love somebody. Get in the pit and try to love someone. These are good people. 15 cents per kilowatt hour in Michigan. What is silver premium over spot today? It depends on what you're buying. These pretty little buffaloes are $4.50 over spot. My wife's watching. She's going to correct me if I'm wrong. And these Britannias are $4.50 over spot as well. No baby formula Biden is trending, by the way. Wow. Okay. He's got to be the worst resident. We'll just call him a resident of the White House, because he's a joke. Laughing stock of the free world. Gold goes down another 50, and it's time to back up the truck. I agree. It's looking cheaper all the time. It's the only asset that hasn't moved. All the other assets have moved. Why is gold not moved? Could it be suppressed? Could they be papering over the actual price? Why else wouldn't it move? I got 6 ounces today, 2 kookaburras, 2 pandas, and 2 elephants. You're diversified. Generic silver premium, $4.50, yeah. Have you self-directed IRA to renovate a 6-unit apartment building? That's cool. Charger Mopar, I wish I could find an APU turbine from an aircraft so I could run it on wood gas for electricity. I'm going to build a wood gas truck. I'm going to make a video on it. I'm going to build a truck that runs off of wood. It's really cool, and I can't wait to do it. I've always wanted to do it. I'm just lacking the time. But as soon as I get time, it's looking, work around here is looking, yeah, thanks, Tim. Hit the like button. Everybody that's on here, please hit the like button. It helps. And then my videos, I forget to ask, and it's like the nicest thing you can do for me. I really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. It's no longer ignorance. The elites are in the business to wipe us out. No doubt. I hope I'm wrong. I really, really hope. Thank you for hitting the like button. I hope they don't buy it all. That's my biggest fear with real estate. So, I plan on making live streams about real estate properties, real estate. I want all of us to have real estate because it's the best investment I've ever made. Crypto was a good investment I made, but that's a speculation on top of dog. It's crazy. It's a crazy speculation. I don't care what anybody says. We're early. It's crazy speculation, especially before the Thunderdome or as we're getting into the Thunderdome. Real estate, you can write your life off. That's why the wealthy have it. And they also have gold and silver. That's the trick to being wealthy. Just do what the wealthy do. So this live stream, this kind of stuff, is going to be, hey, look at this property. Who wants to go in on it? That kind of stuff. That's what I hope for. That would be really, really fun. And I hope. But like I said, if the Fed is the buyer of last resort and the government wants to, they could print up all the money they need to buy the housing. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. And BlackRock could be the right arm. So we have that to look forward to, but hopefully we're not there yet. I'm going to be optimistic until we are there. When we are there, we'll do something else. We'll raise all kinds of hell, I'm sure. Let's see. Because gold has always gone down when the dollar is strong, and the dollar found strength from somewhere these past weeks, even if they made it up. That is true. That's one thing. I was thinking on the way home, I was talking to a subscriber, and super interesting guy. And I was telling him we need to have class to teach kids about money, but not just teach them about fiat and gold and, the differences and all that. Teach them a little bit of our contrarian ways, because we're coming into a true contrarian society where contrarian, I think, are going to really do good. People that can see through the crap. And I think we're going to profit really good from this whole thing. It'll be good to see you join the wood gas revolution. I'm going to, man. I'm gonna be grilling stuff going down the road. Do you have any information about Algorand? No, I don't. Absolutely not. I haven't been watching or paying attention. I've got what I've got, and that's it. When it goes down more, I'll buy some, but and I don't know if it's going to be out of ground or not. I haven't really done any homework on that. My largest holdings are XRP, Digibyte, and probably Link. I think Link's probably a really good one. But like I said, we're a ways from there, guys. Betsy, I got something going on. Betsy Tanner, do you have any information about Algorand? Okay, there's a wood burning truck running around town about 10 years ago. Yeah, if y'all are into that, check out Wayne Keith. He's the authority on that. And I'm going to buy his book and just try to improve on what he's done. What do you think about buying real estate? It jumped on it. Wait to see if prices drop or buy now. I would not buy anything at all-time highs. It doesn't matter what it is. I would wait. That's just me, though. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm going to buy real estate when there's blood in the streets and it looks so bad and interest rates are high and everybody's belly aching and crying because the stock market's gone and snot's coming out their mouth and they're, I lost everything. That's when I'm going to be buying real estate. Real estate costs you in maintenance and especially property taxes 3% loss yearly. What are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Real estate makes me money. Gold and barbarous relic for barbarous times. I agree, maybe. I hope not. I hope it's not as bad as everybody thinks it's going to get. Y'all got to try that. It's so good. It's like a Wendy's Frosty, kind of. Over 1.5 years ago, I like fried catfish. I do too. 1.5 years ago, Algo signed a contract with government, good speculative investment. Oh, wow. That's cool. I'll get some. Link, did you buy it? Theta. I'm going to pick up some Theta. That might be my next one. I got a little bit. Digital fiat crap tokens. Y'all don't have a knockdown drag out. Fiat currency versus gold and silver. They're not the same. They're not the same. Just if you don't want to speculate on crypto, then don't. But don't hate on everybody else that does. I don't understand that mentality. I don't get it. Gold and silver do their thing, but we're going into a digital world. Why would we not have a digital currency? And I would like to use the decentralized one instead of the CBDC. I mean, that would be handy. And they might outlaw it and all go to nothing. Who knows? We are in the Thunderdome. Anything goes. Sage. Hey, now. What's up, brother? Y'all, check out Sage News. Check him out. I know most of you probably do, but he has got his finger on the pulse of the trucking industry. Diesel fuel, DEF fluid. There's a shortage on all that stuff, and he is on top of it. So check him out, Sage News. You like that, Neil? I bought 10 ounces bar for $280 from SD. I can beat SD. I do it every day, every time. I can beat SD. I haven't looked lately, but every time I look, I beat them. Every time. I'll just make it happen. I tried to deal with them, and I can't deal with them. I don't know what happened. I tried to swap some Bitcoin for gold and silver. It didn't work, and I was trying to push their SD bullion thing, their affiliate link, try to get people in gold and silver, and they were having problems, and I just stopped. I do Miles Franklin only now. Crypto's here to stay. TY. Thank you. Time. Just another crypto. Okay. Crypto is taking market cap away from gold by a lot. I don't know. You think so? I don't know about that. I think the paper they're covering precious metals up with is taking away from it. I think if they would let it go, it would be a whole different story. But they're not going to let it go. But when the cat comes out of the bag, they're not going to be able to get it in very easily. I mean, we're talking about some crazy stuff they're going to try. That's the only reservation about rolling anything into a from your IRA into gold. But what's the best option? Because after you do that, you can get it out. You know, you can take the penalty and get it out if things get nutty. So there's always that. They're backed by something other than programming. I got it, Mark, man. You don't like it. I get it. I understand there's some things I don't like. Not many, though. I'm kind of an opportunist. See, if you play your cards right, you can swap your gold and silver for crypto, and everybody's thinking, oh, I'd never do that. But then you can swap your crypto for gold and silver. I mean, when the lights go out and crypto goes down, I'm going to take some of this stuff and I'm going to buy some crypto with it. And then vice versa. Just kind of, jump in and out. That's what contrarians do. And that's what I'm going to do. All right, let's see. I was burning wood for fuel in my 1969 Dodge truck from 93 to 08 when it fell apart. That's awesome. Veggie oil, diesel, plastic. You're into everything, dude. Crypto's a speculative investment. I agree. If your opinion on buying real estate now different, is it a farm, not housing? Oh, see, if you're going to talk about farmland, that's a little different. I was talking about rental properties. If you can make it cash flow, go for it. I don't know. This isn't financial advice. I'd have to think through that. But if I was going to buy farmland, it would have to cash flow, or it would have to be some type of bug out situation, some kind of plan B, which should be a travel trailer. If you don't have enough money to do that, you should have a travel trailer. But if it's a plan B bug out situation, yes, farmland would be awesome. If you can make it cash flow and have animals and you're into that, because if you just go buy some land and plan on turning it into a farm, iron will eat you up. I wanted to do that. I want to get some cows and the whole thing, but I'm going to have to wait. Iron and fencing and all that stuff is extremely expensive. And not only is it costly, it's time consuming. But if you could find one that was cash flowing, it might be something to it. That would be really interesting. But I was talking about rental properties when interest rates go crazy, 14, 15, 20%. The Economic Ninja says 20%. I'm not going to disagree with him because we're in the Thunderdome. Anything goes. But can you imagine how cheap real estate would be? Nobody would be able to afford it. And the people that had cash would just be able to just swipe it up. Marty, it jumped on me. I have a question. What happens to digital cryptocurrencies if you have no internet, smartphone, or electric in general? It probably looks like cigarette butts on the sidewalk. Time. It's going to look ugly. When they have this cyber attack, and we will have a cyber attack, and when the stock market crashes, crypto is going to crash. All of that, keep all that in mind. I mean, I'm serious. All this is going to happen, but why not take advantage of it? When it happens, make hay. Let's go, Whoa, got a super chat. Jill Brock, thanks to you and Stacy for sharing so much info. Thank you, Jill. That is awesome. I really appreciate it, and it's like I get to visit with you guys every day. When I'm on here making videos, it's like you're across the truck seat from me. I just try to approach it as two friends trying to get through this thing together, and I like to bring news and things that are happening around us, and we just kind of, these people, I get so much stuff in the comments from everybody here that I talk about all the time. It's really cool. Thank you so much. Is your opinion on buying real estate? Okay. Do you think the whole stable coin issue are deliberate to bring on the Fed coin? Yeah, well, stable coin is just more of the same fiat. I don't have any of it. I don't. Here's what I know about crypto. When they crash the dollar, when the dollar is obviously losing value, people are going to buy things that go up in price. It doesn't matter if it's cat crap. If it's going up in value, people are going to buy it. It's going to be tulip bulb mania on everything because there's only so much of it. There's only so much of this God put in the ground. Okay. When this is gone, people are going to be scratching to find something that's not fake paper. When that happens, I think digital currencies of all, who knows? It might be the .com bubble times 10. I think they're going to go crazy. And that's when I'm going to jump back to gold and silver. But as far as stable coins, are they more the same? Yes, they're more the same. They're fiat. Make as much of them as you want currencies. I got another super chat, guys. James P, this will get you your first fence post on your farm. I love it, man. Thanks. What I want to do is get a good mic. I want a mic that goes on this anvil. I'm going to weld it on here and have better audio. I'm going to try to get my camera quality sucks on this computer. Sage tried to help me fix it, but I need to up my game a little bit. I'm in a friendly little competition with Jack at Nobody Special Finance. And I'm going to beat him fair and square, and I'm going to pump him the whole time. But he's ahead of me a little bit right now, but it's okay. I like being the underdog. I have a question. Let's see. MNJ, crypto to me is like a stock market with more volatility. You can make money, trade it. Not sure if it's for or against us as far as money goes. Leaning to against. Yeah, maybe so. I don't think. Most of those guys are diehard, decentralized people, so it's hard to say. I just think it's going to go way up in price one day when people trying to understand the narrative. That's where I'm at on it. Bitcoin is possibly going to $1 million. That's hard to believe, but a gallon of milk might be $100 too. BTC is taxed when you sell it. Okay. So much institutional in some coins, they will make sure it all works. Seems crypto been junk for a year now. Yeah, it's been way down. That's for sure. True, but any investment on the way, the tar. Sam, good, thank you. Sam and everybody else says good, thank you. I appreciate you, Sam. I love every comment. Thank you. It's all speculation. He's a moderator for Jack. Tell him I'm coming for him. MNJ, I don't think they will let crypto offer freedom outside the system. Well, they don't have a choice. That's what, if we're going to talk crypto, we can do that. There is some cryptos that is truly decentralized. Most of them are not. But you can get, it's hard to understand, and I am not a professional cryptographer or anything like that. But I can see it. If you get into it, that's why I tell everybody to buy a little bit. Don't buy anything I say. But if you'll buy a little bit, you can kind of start playing with it and see how it works and see how you can loan it, which is a scam at the moment because it's too volatile. But you can see how it could be the future of banking. And the blockchain is bad to the bone. Everything's backed up on the blockchain. Try to understand the blockchain and how it works. Once you get that in your tool belt, you'll start to understand how these cryptocurrencies could possibly work or not, or whatever. You can make a better opinion of it. I think our elections should be backed up on the blockchain, and you can see everybody's vote, when they voted, what time stamped, and you can rip it off, but you can go back and see who did it and what happened. It's all backed up right there. If one computer is alive after the cyber attack, then it all regenerates, talks to other computers, and it backs itself up. That's what's supposed to happen. But, how does Posy track on a Plymouth work? Why are boobs good? BGN. I hear the energy companies are talking about reducing the money they pay back to the individual if you have solar panels. Yeah, my brother-in-law was telling me that they used to do pretty good selling the energy back to them, and now it's like not working at all. It's a complete ripoff. It should be find another way to store it or something. Bitcoin is not the crypto we need. As you said, we need a crypto that is like electronic barter. Some seem to like Monero. Yeah, I know some guys that like Monero. I just don't know if they're going to let any. Look, if the government says we're going to cut your head off if you got a Bitcoin, what do you think people are going to do? Or whatever, or Monero, or whatever. You know, that's how it works. That's the world we live in. People are going to dump it. Cryptographers make maps. You're right. Let's see. BTC sucks. Okay. Oh, now you're talking to me on blockchain. I totally get how it offers advantages, but it's a double-edged sword too. I agree 100%. I agree. I voted in West Virginia primary today. Cool. Charger. Paper ballots and hand count by both sides. Yeah, but maybe, Miss Mary. Maybe do that and the blockchain. I don't trust people. Why is the sky? Joe Dirt should have won Academy Award. I'm just telling you. Do you like Ripple? O at FF. Yeah, I mean, I think I do. XRP, Ripple. They found a way to make transactions overseas in less than a second. No, less than 3 seconds, under 1 penny, something like that. It's crazy. It beats the Swift system. The Swift system is outdated and broken. It seems like we would be on with it, you know. And it's under investigation. XRP is also under investigation. That should throw a huge flag in everybody's head. Think about it. Why? Why would they jump on XRP and not all the other ones? Why aren't all the other ones a security? Why is it just XRP? They're beating the crap out of them in court, but they're gonna drag this thing out. I was listening to a thing in India, and that guy they were asking about XRP, and he said, if you have XRP, you should be glad because you're not supposed to. I was like, whoa. So I think he might be right. I got a bag of it. I'm ready for the moon. We'll see. I like speculations though. I don't like gambling per se. I don't like casinos, do nothing for me. But when it comes to cryptos or gold miner stocks, now those are going to run like cryptos. I really believe it. I think it's going to be the biggest. It's going to be the next bubble. When we run out of this physical stuff, the people that are mining it, the price is going up. Remember that when the price goes up, people FOMO in at any price. When this stuff goes to $30, I'm going to be selling the crap out of it. And congratulations to everybody that started swapping their IRA. They're putting their IRA and their 401k into a self-directed IRA, and they're turning it into physical gold and silver. No, you don't put it in your hand, but once you get so much of it, you don't want it at your house. I don't keep it here. I keep a little bit just to show you guys and talk about it and hear it. I like the way it sounds. But, do some backyard gardening, hide it, whatever you got to do. But somebody will cut your head off for that. When this stuff goes to $2,000 an ounce, $1,000 an ounce, you're not going to want to have it around too much. You're going to want somebody standing around it with guns. Okay. Whoa. You're building off grid. I'm building off grid, sending it back to the local co-op. They pay 3 cents. Good evening. Good evening, Miss Annie. Ripple is a bankster's coin. Yes, it is the bankster's coin. You're getting in line with the fiat system, just like we are now. If you don't want to be a part of the bankster system, then burn all your cash. That's the same difference. Somebody give me something. I got a super chat with a flying pear. It looks like a chicken leg. I don't know what that is. Thanks, MMJ. You're awesome. And thank you for sharing everything you do. MMJ is on top of, she must consume so much content. It must be ridiculous. She's all the time sending me emails and stuff she finds. And guys, if anybody on here wants to help me put stuff on my Telegram, that's where I try to put like breaking news stories, because I can't make videos all the time. But when I find something, I try to stick it over there. And before I talk about it, I try to stick it on Financial Fitness 318. And pretty much anybody could put stuff over there if somebody wanted to help me do that. Thank you, MMJ. You're awesome. If Big Brother does not know you have something, you don't have it. That's true. Cartographers. What do you? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Have you considered bees for the garden? I just don't have time for any other chores. I'm about to get 2 big dogs as and an underground fence, because I just feel like it'd be good to have a couple big dogs, and that's my next thing. And aside from that, I can't have any more chores. I'm tapped out. I mean, today I drove a couple hundred miles and worked 10 hours and worked out, and now I'm doing a live stream. I'm out of time. But I try to get back to every one of your comments, though. It's important to me. People should use whatever currency or money they like. All that matters is fulfillment of contract. I like blockchain voting, harder to cheat. I agree. Government outlaws competition. Always Fed coin or nothing will be the verdict. I'll use metals irregardless of law and be relatively safe. Yeah, I think you're right. They don't do some kind of crazy. I don't know. Confiscation's not off the table, guys. Hey, if you're new, hit the like button and leave a comment. So I'm going to call it out right now. Telegram, Morse code. Nifty 50 is what the jumped on me. Nifty 50 is what the stock market was known as because everyone thought it was gambling in the 1950s. Nice. His wife wants bees. My wife wants, well, you can keep them. If you want them, you can put on the suit and keep them. That knock live. Hi, bud. What's the story on gold and silver lately? I just joined the live. Still stacking over here, but I think we get lower prices soon. But an explosion this year. Okay, here's the deal. Here's what I've been seeing go on. So the prices of metals have come down, and the premiums have not gone up quite yet. But when they start going down a little more and we start running out of supply, you should see the people that are moving their IRA over into precious metals. I was thinking on the way home, I hope I can reach thousands of people and it actually moves the market. How awesome would that be to help break their little system? It'd be really neat. So when people start buying hundreds of thousands of dollars of precious metals, what's that going to do to the supply? So when the supply and demand is what's going to fight you on the gold and silver eventually. Now, when everything falls. Gold and silver, I mean, minor stocks, all that stuff, crypto especially. Crypto is going to look awful probably because it is correlated with the stock market. I thought it was breaking away, but it's not. But when this stuff falls out, there's going to be a supply and demand problem, and you're going to see high premiums. When I say high, I'm thinking $20, $30, $40, $50 premiums. And their little fiat paper price isn't going to mean a hill of beans. It's going to mean nothing. It's going to, what do I have to do to get an ounce of silver? Well, it's $20 spot price and $80 premium. That's what I think is going to happen because they can't pull this off very much longer. I'm hoping they don't confiscate silver because they need it in their little electric vehicles. Silver very well might be the new gold. It's something we actually have to have. You absolutely have to have it. Oh. DS, what'd you say about helping out on Telegram? All right. So if you're interested, email me, financialfitness318. I just kind of want that to be an open community to just get breaking stories out, because if it's on there, you know it's from somebody here. It's not some crap. Asking you to do your due diligence and try to sift through it as best you can. But even the stuff I bring you, I mean, I don't have time, or the you have to mull through this stuff and really think through it on your own and come up with your own conclusions. I can only bring the news, but I try to make it really, really the best news I can find. I try to find it in 3 different places usually, and I haven't sometimes, and I've been called out for it, and I appreciate you. I appreciate that too. You guys that call me out, I love it. Who wants friends that agree with you all the time? That would suck. Off grid 100%. Are you really? Make my own power and grow my own food. Let everything melt down. That is awesome. If that's true, I believe you. You said it, I believe you. That's amazing. I'm nowhere near there. Love the XRP as the banker coin comment, but as soon as the bank mentions Bitcoin, the same people fall all over themselves to tweet it out. Yeah, true. What are some good side hustles you recommend? Okay, y'all are here into the live stream. I've got a good one, and the Economic Ninja broke the beans to me. So here it is, guys. I told one of you guys today, you need a truck and a trailer. And when these foreclosures start happening, wait a minute, truck and a trailer, and create a relationship. I tell you all the time, create a relationship with your banker, with your lending, whoever's lending money for people to buy houses. When people start losing their homes, as sad as that sounds and as mean as it sounds, that somebody's going to profit from it. But that's what most people don't understand. You've got to. Somebody's got to. Or we'll just be, if nobody has any money and no houses, then everybody's screwed. So if you're that guy that has the relationship with a banker and you say to the banker, hey, I've got a truck and a trailer and I will work and I know how to fix things and sheetrock. And I know I've done rental properties before. I know exactly what goes into it. I can turn these houses around for you and you can get them right back on the market. When I said that to him, he went, what? So he's like, okay, yeah, that sounds good. So start thinking about that. You can have your own cleanup business, and it would give you a front row seat to the party. Just putting that out there. I got 74 people that heard it. Maybe some other people will listen to it, but I think it's a great idea. And I got to give the Economic Ninja the credit for that, because he said it, and I was like, that's an awesome idea. I'm in. It's exactly what I'm going to do. That's how I plan on keeping Jose busy. Jose's not making enough, and I want him to make more. So that's my goal. But when you help others, it helps you. It just works like that. York, PA. Hey, I got a new subscriber. It jumped on me, man. Straight up. New subscriber, love your channel. Great info. Thank you for watching. I appreciate the feedback. As long as you leave it in a kind, loving manner, you can criticize me and do whatever you want. Call me out. I don't care. But try not to be ugly, because those kind of people don't get to come back on the channel. But I'm glad you're here. Thank you for telling me. I'm guessing a V-dip recession, fall 2022, 2023, depression, 2030s. Will you own nothing and be happy? Well, Carl, I've already owned nothing and I wasn't very happy. Been there, done that. And I know for sure I wasn't happy. So that's what they have in mind for us, on top of eating bugs and doing all this other stuff. The World Economic Forum will tell you, everybody that's listening to me talk, everybody that watches this after I've posted it or stop the video. I want y'all to go over to the World Economic Forum and try to read into what they're saying. Just take them at their word and know that all the elites of the world, I mean all of them, meet at Davos. And they discuss what to do with us peasants, us rubes. And just read through there. Just read about what they're going to do. They're straight up telling us what they have in mind. So go to worldeconomicforum.com or whatever it is. Just Google World Economic Forum and go over there and check out Klaus Schwab and all of his weirdos. It looks just like Dr. Evil. It looks like a James Bond villain that's running the world. So go check him out and get a belly full of it. Just get all into it. Deep dive into it. Because that's what's coming. Just spoiler alert. But you're right, Carl. The Depression 2030, you'll own nothing. The Depression might be before that. The greatest depression that anybody's ever seen that has ever been alive. And that's pretty doomy and gloomy, but that is the freaking truth. I don't know how many people are going to starve to death in the United States, but the foreign countries is going to make you sick. They probably won't even show us the pictures, I would imagine. I don't know. The countries that are struggling to get food right now are going to absolutely be devastated. It's going to be, it might even cause other diseases. There'll be so many dead bodies, I imagine. It's hard to fathom how bad it'll be. I'm just hoping we've got enough people growing gardens and enough food here, and our crops aren't going to be that bad. I'm really trying to be optimistic, and I'm praying they don't burn down another 24 food processing plants. That's starting to be a real issue, guys. We're talking 24 of them, and they're like potato plants. Like 4 or 5 of them had to do with potatoes. That's the best food you can grow to survive on. I got a super chat. Heir to the Ron. Appreciate all your info. Blessings. Blessings to you, brother. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Love hearing that. And I really appreciate the super chat, man. It's very, very kind. Neil Hahn is a jack of all trades. I agree. So is Charger Mopar. That's a hard move to swap entire 401k to gold. You don't have to do the whole thing. You don't have to do the whole thing. You can do half or whatever you want. You just swap whatever you want to in a self-directed IRA, which I recommend anyway. Don't you want to manage your own money? Don't you want to self-direct? I would. I want to be in charge. Hey, speaking of that, these money managers, now, I know everybody started. You got to start, at somewhere. There is, what is it? Oh, my wife's making noise. These money managers are, let's see, 87% of all the money on the earth is managed by people under 30 that have never seen a crash of any type, really. There's nobody alive that's ever seen anything like what's coming. And the people that are managing all the money, for sure, they're still wet behind the ears. So I got that from Dan Penny. I don't listen to him often because he curses like a sailor, but that is just really scary. And I don't think he's a liar. I never stop learning, growing, and believing. Me neither. I learn something every day. If I don't, I'm upset. I agree with you about silver being the new gold. How much is a monster box now? Well, it depends on what you get, Annie. I don't know. I can ask Stacy. Stacy, how much is a monster box? She'll tell me. It's nice having a gold dealer on hand. Thanks for your thoughts. Supply, demand, good point. They cannot pull this off much longer. I think big crashes all markets soon and then reset. The explosion in utility and commodities. Yeah, we're looking at a commodity bull cycle for sure. And guys, if you're not looking at uranium, I'm not telling you to invest in uranium right now, but as far as I know, it's the greenest, reliable energy on the planet. It's the only one. So keep an eye on it. I was going to buy that, and I put it off because I know we're not ready. I know it's going to, the plants aren't built. I know there's all different countries are going to build, supposedly going to build these plants, but just keep an eye on it. I don't want to talk about it too much. I really don't want to get people pumped up. I did a video on Uroy, and after those videos, I talk about them. It's a paid promotion because I think they're good company. People approach me all the time to pump something, and I don't. But those, like Uroy, it looks when you get into the literature, it looks really good. Stuff like that. I'm not telling you about any of that stuff. You don't have to buy anything. I'm just saying keep an eye on it and watch. After we suffer this market crash and get way down here in the Thunderdome, when we come out, hopefully we come out and we're not, everybody's not dead. When we get through trading in guns and butter, if it gets that bad, I hope it doesn't. I hope this is a real small 6 month, 8 month, year. I don't know. I know I'm naively optimistic. Just let me be that way because I'm hoping the next one's the bad one. I'm hoping this is a dip. The Fed prints up a bunch of money. We get back to some type of weird normalcy. Gold and silver does extremely good because they pump too much. And then however long later, we actually have the big nasty trash that's really, the tearjerker. We don't know. It could be this time. That's why you got to have precious metals, 10 to 50% of your portfolio. And you guys that don't know, there's some new people on here right now that there's like, well, how much should I buy? I'm going to tell you right now what to do. I'm never going to tell you what to buy. I'm going to tell you what I do. What I do is I tell people, and I practice myself and everybody that invests in precious metals to hedge against inflation. If they don't, they should do a financial statement. You take your assets, which is things that pay you to own them, minus your liabilities, things that take money out of your pocket. And you'll come up with a number. And that's your net worth. That's what you're actually worth. Take 10 to 50% of that and put it in precious metals. Now you have hedged against the dollar crashing. As it's, look, if you've got $100,000 in the bank, it will effectively buy $80,000 worth of goods and services at the end of this year. Just that to me just is mind boggling. It's like, whoa, is that real? Yes, it's real. Go to John Williams Shadow Stats. It might be a little worse, because the CPI is so manipulated, it's hard to say. But that's pretty much the case. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. And they're not done printing money. They have lit the lid off Pandora's box. This thing is just getting going. We're just starting to see what's about to happen. You're just getting a glimpse of what's going to happen. If it's anything like the rest of the 600 fiat currencies or whatever it is, I don't know, it's tons of them, that all went to zero, nothing. They went to nada, gone, forever. They're gone. And there's people holding this paper talking about, I don't happen. What happened? I got all this paper. And somebody's going to be running around with one of these. Anybody in Venezuela, ask anybody, are you glad you didn't have gold and silver? They're going to tell you, well, I wish I would have had food. But if they had wealth, they said, well, I see something going on. These idiots don't know what they're doing, and they're going to collapse the currency. So I'm going to go ahead and buy some of this precious metal stuff that I don't really like. I don't care to have this stuff. It doesn't do anything for me. It sits around. It's really not my thing. My mother gave me this necklace a long, long time ago, and I got a wedding ring. That's about all the jewelry I wear, and that's about all I need. But this stuff will protect your wealth. It has historically. For thousands of years, it has protected the wealthy's wealth. So when you take all that in consideration, then it that's where I have to go with that. That's where my mind goes. That's what connects for me. If you want to, that's how you fight back. That's how you get out of the system. That's how you get away from them. Because if you're under them, they can do whatever they want to. They can print double the money supply again. What's that going to do? They act like it's not going to weep out into the economy, but it does. All right. The Knock Life. Thanks for your thoughts. Supply demand. Okay. Gold will be money. Silver will be gold. Sounds right. Let's see. Car, I need a caster wheel for a buggy, Harbor Freight, Tractor Supply, Ace Hardware, Home Depot. Nobody had one. Had to cut stem and weld it. Oh, man. That slow boat from China's getting behind, huh? Hey, this diesel fuel thing, speaking of slow boats from China, I can't imagine how much goods are fixing to go up. Diesel fuel is getting, people think they're okay because they drive an electric car or something. It affects every single thing. Shipyard, crane, trucks, trains, all that stuff takes diesel fuel. I'm all in. Land, metal, zero debt. That's awesome, man. Look, if you guys can have zero debt. Hey, if y'all are new here, hit the like button. I got 73 people on. Thank you guys for being here, and thank you for hitting the like button. You're awesome, every last one of you. I really appreciate it. Debt. Okay. I was listening. Man, I can't remember the guy's name. I'm sorry. So the average credit card debt is $6,500. Is that crazy? And it's accruing 18% interest. If you had $6,500 that accrued 18% interest for 20 years, I don't know how much that would be. I forget how many millions it was, but it was ridiculous. If you've got credit card debt, I'm telling you, please get out of it. It is going to bleed you out. There's good debt and there's bad debt. Good debt pays you to own it, and bad debt bleeds you out where you'll never get ahead. There are some crazy high interest rates coming to everybody, and I don't want any part of it. If you've got an arm on your house that can change and you think you're okay because interest rates are low, I get comments all the time. Oh, I did an arm and I was fine. I bought my house in blah, 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 2003 or something, and I was just okay. We're not there anymore. We're not in Kansas anymore. We're talking crazy high interest rates. So debt on an arm is really bad. Debt in general, credit cards are an absolute no-no. Get out of them. Sell something. Sell a kidney. Sell whatever you got to get out of it. And I'm serious. Brace for impact and spend some time trying to grow some food and just try to do your best for your family, because you're not going to do anybody any good if you don't help yourself. You're going to be a burden on everybody else. And for everybody, nobody on here thinks it. Nobody on here thinks it, but there's a lot of people that say, I'll just go to Chris's house. Just so you know, that I don't like that comment. There's a lot of people that I'm going to try to take care of that I do not think I can. I do not have what is it?
Is it the gold and silver?
Oh, well, I want to know the monster box.
It's crazy. It's crashed.
Gold right now is $18.36. Man, we need to back up the truck. Silver is $21.41. Wow. Okay, so take 21.41 times 500, and I guess figure 21.41 plus 450 times 500. Somebody do that for me. That's how much a monster box is. I'm told people are selling off to buy commodities. Selling off gold and silver? Okay. Actually, did you all know that in Venezuela the rich use U.S. dollars? The problem, though, what do you use when there is no dollar? For trading, what would you use for trading? For like a medium of exchange? Help me out with that. I did. Hey there, Neil Hahn, Super Chris. Sup, Chris, and everyone in the chat. Hey, Zach, sup with it. I had somebody say that to me one time, and I'll never forget it. It was actually a little gas station. A guy came in with a feather hanging out of his hat, and the little girl said, "What's up with it?" I thought she was talking to me, and well, she wasn't talking to me. Annie, I read that Venezuela, if you had 1 ounce of silver, it bought a family for a month's worth of food. Yes. Okay. So Venezuela, I've got it wrote down over here because it's really okay. There's a lot of things about Venezuela that's very striking. So they didn't have a tax revenue and they didn't have a bond market. So it was like it was doomed for failure. I don't know what they were thinking, but our currency is different. But just so you know, the thing that's happened lately was Venezuela. And I say it all the time. You've heard me say it. Eggs did a 15,000 eggs. But wait a minute. There's more. Apples did 6,587 times the original price, not percent. Potatoes did 2,644. All right. Times the original price. So, it's nuts. Beer did 8,800 times the original price. It's funny. Wine, let's see, bread was 3,588. The average on the goods was about 5,000. Eggs was the most expensive thing, 15,000 times. And gold went from, in 2017, it was 11,500. And whatever, I don't even know how to pronounce that currency they use over there. I can't remember how to say it. It was 11,500. By 2018, it was 300 million. Can you imagine? Can you imagine paying off all your debt with one coin? I don't know if we're going to see anything like that, but I would not feel easy. I would not sleep well without precious metals. That would be rough. So there's a lot to learn from Venezuela. There's also a lot to learn from Weimar Germany. And I won't talk about that. I talk about that stuff all the time. But When Money Dies, I got the book around here somewhere. It's a really good one if you can get through it. My wife just finished the Gulag Archipelago. She's one of the most people don't make it all the way through it because it's so brutal. It's actual facts of exactly what happened in Russia, and it was only back in the 50s. So she went all the way through it. I couldn't even listen to it. It was so gut wrenching, the torture they went through. But that's a good book if you can get through it. I need to pick up 7 more re-roofs to pay my house off this year. Wow. That's awesome, James. Do it. I love it. If you got your house, what can they do? Well, you don't ever actually own it because you got to pay taxes, but that's why we have gold and silver. They can't run you off, can't kick you out of your house. Call wrong, or they're not supposed to. The depression during the 1930s was a tractor depression, and farm. Everybody went all in, but in the 30s, everybody was planting front yard with victory seeds. Food prices collapsed, boom, bust cycles. Okay. Thanks, Carl. Stacking gold and silver. What do you think a reasonable amount of cash to keep on hand would be? Use your own convictions, buddy, because I have no idea. That is a personal question, and I can't tell you that. I can tell you I keep about this much gold and silver, about this much crypto, and about this much cash. they're all pretty much equal. I don't have as much in the crypto bag. And I got my precious metals over there doing their thing. I've got a real estate bag. It's getting smaller. I wish it was a little bit smaller. But I've got renters and they pay and they're never late and they're good people. And we're just going to, we're there. We're here now. So that's what it is. In the end, you will lose home, family, job unless you become part of the beast system. The jab showed how much power they could weigh. Oh, man. That is true. There was people that were taking the government medicine left and right. I'm not going to talk about that. Robert, new subscriber here. Really enjoy your content. Heard you on another channel reading an article about something related to food prices. I think I'm over 50 and you inspired me to work on my diet. Woo, I love it. I'm on my diet right now. I'm eating 2,800 calories. I'm eating 5 times a day. It really helps. And plenty of water. Find out what your body runs on and eat 200 calories less. I'm going to start losing people wholesale if I talk about nutrition. So that's it. I made a video about nutrition, a live stream, lost 40 subscribers. Sup with it. I'm buying a few 10-ounce silver bars in the morning. That's cool. $20,345 for a monster box at JM Bullion at the moment. Did anybody run the numbers on what we can get a monster box for? What were they? What were they, buffaloes or what was it? 3,000. I'm gonna write that down. 3,000. 20,345. The world will enter depression. The world will enter a depression, then a full-blown World War III, where even daughters will have to fight when the beast will show up. Answer, man, I hope we're a little ways from the beast, Carl. Kind of seems like it's here. I know. Every day it feels like I'm living in Revelations. I hear Stacy coming. She must have me a price.
The monster box depends on the coin.
Yeah. Bring me we'll run the numbers. I want to know.
It depends.
We'll pick the cheapest one.
Right now we just do one. It was like 3,000. It was almost 4,000 and
that ain't right.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
That was the buffalo.
That ain't right.
Yeah. Monster box.
I want a price on a monster box. Buffaloes. Delivered.
I ordered it today, babe. It was like 4,000.
No, it's not. She knows what she's talking about. All right. New subscriber here. Really enjoy your content. Heard you on the, okay. I sold about 70 berry bushes this year as a starting side hustle. Good for you, man. How does that work? I want to know more about it. Thank you for telling me that. I would love to sell berry bushes. That would sound like it'd be right up my alley. Miss Mary. It's like got the sweetest comments. I'd like to meet you one day. I'm trying to grow seeds from a cocoa melon. I've never heard of that. Seeds, but I'm having no success. Anyone have any tips? Well, I want to know what a cocoa melon is. I'm going to write that down. It sounds delicious. Monster box, 500 coins. BU, 17,960. American Silver Eagle. Ah, man, come on. Where's that at? In the end, you will lose home, family. Okay. You got the.
I was thinking 1,000, but the last one I did was 13,145 for a monster box.
13,145 for a monster box.
Including shipping.
I'm smoking SD bullion. That's shipping to your door.
5,000.
Let me see. I want to write it down. What is it?
It's my notes. from today. I just
That's
made the order.
500 buffaloes delivered to your door.
Yep. Free shipping.
$13,145. Boom! So we're smoking the competition. I'm telling you. How you like them apples? Every day I hear this all the time. I'm buying from SD Bullion. I'm buying from here. Well, I can beat their price. Every day I bet it. I'm like, well, I don't know why didn't you check with me first? I mean, we talk every day. I'm trying to make you a deal here. All right. 13,210. What did I say? What did I say? Are you sure? Is that delivered to your door with no kind of crap involved? Anyone growing goji, leaves are edible, greens too. On fruits, picked up 4 kiwi pears today. My side hustle is scrap metal. I'm sorry, I got Coco Melon as a child's cartoon. Come on, man. 12,485 on the buffaloes. Yeah, I thought so too. Welchco Services says JM Bullion's got it for 13.2, but I don't know what they are. Let's see. Goji is tough here at 8.3. Yeah, I don't know. Sasquatchy. And I just got some kiwis to plant today. Lazy Lopper. Hey, I know you. Let's see. Guys, I'm running out of time. Let me get a few more. Is that, I think so, yes. Yeah, so we did beat SD Bullion 13,145. Is that same for the Britannias? It changes by the second, so it's supposed to be that much over spot, but you'll just have to call Stacy. The number's on the board. She'll hook you up. I'm interested in the metals 401k, but I have a federal 401k. I doubt I can convert it. Yeah, what do they call that? The federal government TSP.
If you have a TSP,
unless you're retired, right?
Unless you have a TSP, you cannot convert it.
Yeah, TSPs are unconvertible.
From what I learned. The
next eclipse will bring some surprise. Cold hard kiwi requires 10 plus hours of direct sunlight. Hey, howdy, real estate agent here in Austin. Don't believe the Fed's owner's equivalent rent from the CPI. Rent has skyrocketed. Yeah, that's going to really hurt a lot of people. You have some great prices on the monster boxes. I know. They're the best. I tried to convert my 401k, but was told I could not either. I'm serious about Coco Melon being a cartoon. I have a toddler that watches it. Okay. No, TSP won't let you convert. Okay, so here's
borrow against it, though.
But you can borrow against TSP. Okay. Here's the deal with turning your precious metals, turning your 401k and the IRA and your retirement funds into precious metals. They're going to fight you wholesale. They're going to fight you every step of the way. These financial advisors are going to talk you out of it. They're going to do so. When you approach them, don't tell them what you're doing. Tell them you want to put it in a self-directed IRA, and I don't care what you want to do. You know, you got to, hey, this is it. This is my money. I want to direct where it goes. Now, a lot of you cannot. If you got a TSP or there was other things, you know, they got you. I'm sorry. They've got you. And I don't. It's like that for some people. If you're retired, I think it's different. There's everything. Here's what you need to do. You just need to contact them and see what your options are. That's like step number one. If you're curious to have the other 6 steps, I had my wonderful wife, print up a sheet and she'll email it to you and it'll give you every step on what to do. And even if you don't want it, maybe you know somebody that does. If you've got a grandma or something that's got a lot of stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, and that kind of stuff, you might want to, hedge on some of that. I just don't see the downside in sitting on pile of gold and silver.
TSP, you can borrow against it.
Okay.
So you can borrow against
You
it.
can borrow against TSP
Yes,
to
if
buy
you're
gold
willing
and
to
silver,
take that risk, but you have to pay it back.
but you got to pay it back.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, I've been on here for an hour and 10 minutes. I will be up at 3:45 in the morning, and I will be making a video that I have to do a little bit more research on here in just a minute. I think tomorrow, me and Sage's diesel trucking thing comes out. You're not going to miss that because he's got his finger on the pulse. So check it out. I hope you have an awesome evening. I will see you in the morning. Later, guys.